Lord, it's May of 2020 and Khia still down in the basement antagonizing people fucking with Trina. And Trina done fell for the shit and done addressed this heifer down to the radio station in Miami. Y'all want to talk about it? Here it goes. Nessa girl, this day-old stale-ass beef between Khia and Trina done kicked up again, so much so that Trina had got down to WEDR 99 Jams to address some comments that Khia had done made down to her Instagram show. So for those of y'all who don't know what's going on, they've got this Verzuz battle Swiss Beats and Timbaland has been doing between all the different R&B acts, rap acts. As a matter of fact, either tonight or tomorrow, the 7th. What day is the 7th? Tonight is Jill Scott featuring Erykah Badu, so y'all be sure to turn in. You can just hashtag Verzuz, V-E-R-Z-U-Z, I believe. Just look up Jill Scott, Erykah Badu battle. At any rate, somebody called in on Khia's radio show telling her about the Verzuz thing and she should do it. And Khia was like, what they be on there doing? They be on there singing, or they just be on there playing their songs. And then Khia was like, oh, I want to do it. Who should do it against me? And the fan was like, Trina. And she was like, yeah, Katrina, Sourpuss Harbor. And all that other stuff she be saying. And she was like, yes, God, honey, because I got 285 hits. And that's when she lost me, because I had to click Khia ass off my TV. Because you might have wrote 285 letters, or you might scribble 285 words. But 285 hits has proven to me that you are completely certified, bona fide crazy. Nevertheless, Khia must have got up under Trina's skin with the Verzuz thing, because Trina got on the radio show, on the Trick and Trina morning show, and she had this to say. Everybody knows me. I am a queen. This is called royalty over here. I'm not stepping off my throne to address no bum, no chicks that are beneath me, and nobody that has not worked as hard as I've worked for anything. So when you girls or whatever you want to be are calling my name, talking about you want to battle, make sure you have 10 hits. Make sure you have enough records. Make sure you are on my level if you think you can go toe-to-toe with me, because you cannot. Okay? So look, let's just talk facts. And then I'm going to address Trina and her statement. Fact of the matter is, Khia has got how many radio songs? My Neck, My Bag, Still, she got the Janet Jackson track. And I'm just going to go ahead and give her like this on GP. Just because I can't think of any songs, but I know she didn't have a whole lot. Okay, although Trina has never reached the level of Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, or some of these other big people, we cannot deny the fact that Trina has been in the game for almost 20 years or over 20 years. She carries the record for most albums of a female artist. Now granted, her albums are not the most chart topping and they ain't yield the most amount of Billboard singles, but she does carry that record and you have to give her that. Trina has music that has maintained play in the South Florida, in the Florida, Georgia, in the Southeast region. She is a staple for a certain demographic of people. Back in Trina's heyday, she did have features with not Timbaland, with Missy, with Ludacris, Trick, couple other people out there. And you know, every now and again, Trina give y'all a song that gets some good club bangers, whatever the case may be. So it goes without saying that Trina would easily, just by virtue of how many songs she had on the radio, beat Khia any given day. It also goes without saying that Trina is broadcasting from a radio studio and Khia is broadcasting from the basement of the Brady Bunch house. Okay, so we already know who has won this situation, hands down. The issue that I have, and if I was on Trina's team, I would have told her, if I was her publicist, PR, even the people at the radio station, by no means address or even flinch or even breathe this shit or in that girl's direction. Here's the thing, right? And this is just sheer psychology. When people are defeated by you, when people know that they're not on your level, when people know that they can't achieve what you achieve, when people know that they can't breathe the same air that you breathe, they go to step 2. which is if I can't be in her space, let me upset and aggravate her space. Let me try to get a rise out of her. That's their new power play. Okay, I accept the fact that I can't be her, I can't roll with her, I can't hang with her. Now let me try my new thing, because I just want attention from this person by any means necessary. Let me antagonize and antagonize and antagonize this person until I finally get a reaction out of them, and it gives them a rush, it gives them a thrill. Khia is somewhere laughing because she was able to sit in her basement with that termite infested wood paneling in the background, and not only did she get Trina to address it, she got Trina to address it down to her job at WEDR 99 Jams. Trina didn't address it on Instagram, not on YouTube. You got on the radio and addressed it. And to Trina, what I gotta say is, baby, you gotta conquer your emotions a little better than what you did, because you completely made yourself look like a damn fool talking about, I'm not gonna come down off my throne to address it. Well, what did you do? Sit on your throne and address it? Because you addressed it. Not only did you address it, you addressed it thoroughly. Not only did you address it thoroughly, you addressed it thoroughly on a regional radio platform with visuals that have now gone national and viral. So my whole thing is, you took something that was nothing, and because you co-sided Trina, you made it a thing. Your inability to control your emotions in this instance worked against you. You gave her the very thing she wanted, and you did the very thing that you did not want to do, which was give some validity to this shit. So instead of just letting it die, now because you've answered back, it's made it a thing. Before, it was just Khia barking at the moon. There's nothing strange about a dog barking at the moon, but it's strange when the moon barked back. And that's what you were. You were the moon that barked back at the dog. You see what I'm saying? Before, we used to Khia doing this. So much so, ain't nobody paying that shit attention. We used to that. And you addressed it with baby, you addressed it with full force. You were stressed up in your chest going in. And another thing, Trina, and I'm just telling you this as a Miami native and somebody who's trying to look out for you, and somebody who's occupied this critique space in social media for a very long time. You have got to pick up a dictionary and find some better words to use than beneath me. Number one, that beneath me phrase has gotten old coming from you. Number two, it is very off-putting. It is very off-putting to say that somebody is beneath you, even if you feel that way. And number three, Trina, it makes people call into question, what have you truly accomplished in the grand scheme of things to make somebody beneath you? You know what I'm saying? Then it starts all the Trina Nicki Minaj comparisons, where Trina's shit was only played in Miami. Well, Trina's shit, Trina ain't got money like the rest. Like, it makes people want to go down that rabbit hole when you start this beneath me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what qualifies a person to be beneath you? Now, I get Khia is not on your level, but that beneath me is a very strong word, and just from a PR perspective, I would change that. Nevertheless, y'all, I'm gonna put the link to both Khia's video and Trina's response down in the description box, and y'all drop that in the comments and let's talk about it. Who's right, who's wrong? Is you indifferent? And what your thoughts are overall on the situation? That's all I got. Ain't got no more. And I'll call y'all hoes later. Bye.